All right, guys, beaver castor removal. Had some guys ask about what the castor is and how you get it out. This is how I do it. There's multiple ways to do it, but I make my first cut. Make sure you have a good sharp knife across the bottom of the tail. Stick your knife in. You got to be careful as you go up around. Some guys cut straight through the vent. I cut around it. And you want your knife way up close to the skin because you don't want to run it through that castor. And some guys go ahead and skin the beaver out and then take it out, but I generally I cut high enough to do what I need to do and then just start peeling it back. Beavers aren't difficult to skin. Sometimes the legs give people fits. But you get the general idea. I'll go ahead and get this done and then we'll be right back to you. All right, got it opened up. You can actually feel the castor. Some folks call them glands. They're actually sacs. I mean, it's a misnomer that everybody uses, which is fine, but they're actually not glands when it comes to, scientifically. They're sacs. These are anal glands. It's actually oil sacs or whatever you want to call them. These are what they use to waterproof themselves, but you can get those out too. They're just not worth a whole lot. So what I do first is this stuff always has it's a membrane type. It's fat and looks like fascia and skin, things of that nature, but you can pull it up, but you got to be careful. It won't be the end of the world if you cut the castor, but I usually pull it up and start cutting it back a little bit. And once you do this a few times, the casters, when you see it, you recognize exactly what it is. But you start peeling all that excess stuff off. A lot of times it's easier to get the sacs out and then get the fascia off of them. And these are actually pretty full. Looks like they're not all the way full, but just run your thumb. You can run your hand or your thumb and your pointer finger in there and just start. You can cut it, but a lot of times you'll cut it. If you just use your fingers, you can pretty much. There's one, and that's a lot of castor, which is good. I generally don't dry mine out. Well, you can take these, and I'll show you once you get them out. You can hang them over a nail and dry them and use them yourself if you want to fool around with making your own lure, or you can actually take these out just like they are and take them somewhere else, beaver trapping, and use them in place of a lure maker's castor. But you see, you just start peeling that stuff back. And again, you can cut these, but it's a lot easier, I found, if you just peel them out. That's pretty much it. And then what you can do, what you do is, if you see this little area here, pull that out. You got all that cleaned off. You just take your knife. That's pretty much it. And then, you decide to do what you want to do with it. You can either hang it over a nail, let it dry out, use it your own way, or you do what I do, you freeze it. Most guys like it green, freeze it. Once you get a bunch, castor goes anywhere from, depending on the grade, from $40 to sometimes $70 or $80 a pound. But that's pretty much it. You can take these two if you want. That's those anal glands or oil sacs. Some bait makers will buy those too. They're just not worth a whole lot. You gotta cut those. Anyway, I hope this helps somebody. If you need us, holler at us.